Okay. All right. It should be good. What is it? January 16th, 2022. And back to Ironfang.
All right. Last time on Ironfang Invasion, our heroes arrived in the vault of the Onyx Citadel. In a new country, essentially, they are now on the plane of the Earth in a vault located at a nexus within several points connecting to other planes, creating a vault filled with life and natural occurrences, almost like the material plane, except a bit different. A lot more crystals, a lot more dangerous, and the sky. There's really no sky, but just a network of planar energy, kind of around the whole region. After talking about things like calendars, they met with some natives of this plane, Pex, who used to serve the Xeomorns of this land as they're essentially a slave race. But they don't mind, okay, supposedly. At least that's what you've heard. They seem to, from your little experience, they seem to deify the Xeomorphs and worship them, essentially. They are
The Guk of the seventh facet, long may his name be known.
Yep. And they were originally living in the Onyx Citadel before the Ironfang Legion attacked and stuff happened. I don't think you heard too much about what happened there, but you just know that there is this group here and one Xeomorn left that has disappeared for a while and not shown up recently, and they asked you to kind of look into that. And with just a tiny little bit of adamantine they have, which is about 16,000 gold pieces worth, is the only payment they have. And so you guys went in and encountered some sand elementals immediately, who tried to put you guys to sleep, didn't do too well. I think Griff fell asleep and was whacked awake quickly.
No, that was me.
Oh, yeah, right. Wendell.
Well, shit. I should have used the initiative roll. I put myself on the tracker, but since I bagged, I am going to blow my heightened awareness to make that a 24, though.
Yeah, you can go ahead and edit that to. Oh.
Just letting you know.
Okay. Right. So, discussing with them, however, they said that one could go in for a discussion. You walked in, saw some alchemy labs that had been severely damaged. Some tubes containing, one containing some invisible creature, and noticed an alchemist hiding there, invisible, and took him down with the help of some backup, some clockwork angels that were patrolling the room above. And you were able to hold it off long enough for the other Sandman to come in and take him down, just in time. And then you proceeded to enter into the final hallway and the Hall of the Forgotten God and find Zigik of the Seventh Facet and some creepy purple thing floating next to him, who said he had much knowledge to share, but required an offering. And first wanted Griff, you said no. He says, okay, how about Arcturus?
And the temptation was real, but the logistics were bad.
Yeah. So anyway, there was eventually a no. Everybody teleported in, and that is where we left off. Let me check something real quick. Right. Okay. Alrighty then. So yeah, I believe we are basically rolled initiative and are entering combat now against Zeguk and the immortal Icor. And you know that Icors have a tendency to corrupt and dominate people that they are around. It is a dead god seeking a new vessel. And let's go ahead and roll for. You guys roll for initiative. Let me do that too.
Don't forget to put the Arcaturisu in there. As well as his invisible friend, who I assume latched onto his dimension door.
Maybe.
Oh, my mic was off. Uh, what? I think she was in the room with you.
They don't.
And
Wasn't she? She was back with you guys because she was relaying.
well, no, we don't know. We don't know where she was though. She was
Oh
invisible.
no! Rogue specifically said that the reason Arcturus jumped on the whole thing is because she was relaying shit to him. So we don't know exactly what she was doing, but that makes sense as far as his involvement.
Right.
Yeah.
That you know, she can probably communicate to him somehow, and was so. I mean, we need to continue now. Like she's always there somewhere. We need to. We basically can't chase shit about Arcturus.
I was not going to stop talking shit about Arcturus.
Well, yeah, I know, but okay, we can talk shit about him. We can't plan to overcome him. You know,
Yep.
because that's gonna get nipped in the bud. I mean, we don't know where she is. We can't have see invisibility on all the time. Even with see invisibility, unless we have Fell with us, you know, who can't be looking at everywhere at once. We don't know if she's there or not.
Also, let me. Okay.
Woo!
Of course, this is the
Rolled
one.
like
This is the one that doesn't really matter as much for. Do.
oh gosh, natural 20.
Fucking damn it! Oh, okay. They do have separate bodies now. Excellent.
Okay.
No! I was hoping the 6 was the. Oh man.
Yeah, sorry. Your brain kind of got ruined.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, now I just close the door. Zoom, they come right in. Okay, great. But wait, all the doors are currently closed. So they'd have to open the doors, go through, stop at the door. Right?
Yeah, let's see. I just had them kind of in here. I didn't have them follow him in. They would have probably. Let's see.
Would they have
It's
been
it.
patrolling the hallway?
I'm gonna say one would have been waiting outside, and the other would have still been over here. Because the Sandmen are the ones who kind of patrol. These guys are guarding the research here. Because this is the room where they were analyzing the bodies. Yeah, so I'll just have it like this. Okay, top of the round. The Clockwork Angel is going to 5-foot step open the door here. Its sword is going to become infused with fire and magic. And it is going to ready in action. It's going to position itself in front of the door. And yes, it is going to ready in action. And this one is going to move over here and open this door. Fel, it is your turn.
Okay, so we can see into that room.
You can now see into the top door is unlocked, so you don't have line of sight currently, but Burl does.
That was actually a very good use of actions. You used every single action you could have. 5-foot step, then move to open the door, and swift, I'm guessing, to charge its weapon and then ready for the action.
Yep. I just making sure I didn't have any ranged abilities, but this is a sword wielder primarily.
Get him out of the door!
All right, but it is now Fel's turn.
I don't suppose those are friends of yours, Griffin Lord?
Ideally, they would help us, but I have a feeling that they aren't big on nuance.
Then I guess we better slow them down. Fel is going to cast Wall of Stone to block off the passage.
Nice.
Yes!
Well, that works.
Perfect.
Woo!
Well, I'll go ahead and use its ready to action to try to attack the darn thing.
I would have 5-foot stepped before doing anything.
We need to see how much stone that is, because if it's just covering like 10 feet by what, 10 feet? How?
Yeah, go ahead and say exactly like how much stone that is.
Let's see, Wall of Stone, that's level 4. So it's 4 inches thick by 80 square feet.
Okay, right, because it's a single plane.
Like that.
Okay. Well, with power attack, that's 35 damage.
But it has hardness.
Yep.
Isn't it like 8 hardness for stone?
Can you angle it like that? I thought it had to be a solid plane.
But wouldn't it just be like right across the
it's
opening?
it's shapeable, so it's like 5-foot squares. And I'm
Yeah,
like
1 5-foot square per level.
Well, right, the description says
So
it's like bridge a chasm or as a ramp. If it spans more than 20 feet, it must be arched and buttressed. You can shape it to allow crenellations and such by reducing the area. So it sounds like it's just one solid wall.
Whatever you want to rule, as long as it stays consistent.
I know, the description in the second paragraph all sounds like it's just one single plane.
Each 5-foot square of the wall has hardness 8 and 15 hit points per inch of thickness.
Yeah.
So.
And how many inches is this? Per forecaster levels. So 4 inches.
So 5.
So 60 hardness 8 and 60 hit points.
Per thing, yeah.
Yeah, so you can like shape it within that plane of shortening it, add buttressing, like kind of defenses and stuff. So I'd say you could like stretch the definition of crenellations and battlements to kind of thicken the wall a bit, and maybe by having just a lot of the battlements in place there, I'd say. So I'll say you can double the thickness with all that shaping.
It's still a pretty cool idea. Just the angel opens the door, and Fel looks over. No, wham! Wall of stone.
Now, do we know anything about the Icor's defenses? If it's immune to anything,
Right, because he rolled a 27 on that. I remember he used it on a point.
Right. The information you got was mostly about the fact that it is probably corrupted and is mind controlling this guy. You didn't get any other information outside of that, other than the fact that it is a news.
Okay, she's going to use her move to pull out one of her wands so that she can use the last of its daily charges to use a hex as a swift action. Let's see. Yeah, she would probably default on Evil Eye, so we'll have that targeting AC. Wait, is she with? Yeah, I think that's 30 feet.
Okay, so who are you targeting with that?
The Icor.
Okay, and I do a will save.
Let's see. My Hex DC is 26.
Is this mind affecting?
Yes.
Okay. That it is immune to mind affecting effects. So that does not affect it.
Phil sort of just glares at it, and it seems like completely unaffected. That usually works.
Yeah, it seems you glaring at it, and it glares right back at you. Okay.
The good old fashioned, well, shit moment.
Is that it?
That's all of her actions.
Okay. Burl, it is your turn.
All right, so with my sword, all right, so swift action, grant myself the feat divine fighting technique. Standard, I will do inspiring sword for everyone, and I believe I roll a 1d4 on that. Let me check that. Oh, I'll get to that detail later. And then with my move action, I will hop up on Griff and tell Griff that we're going to be careful with this thing, to attack with claws, but not to bite at it. And Griff is going to. Okay, we can't do a charge because people are in the way, but we can still move, and he can do a flyby attack to do one attack. So we'll move in. Take a chomp. Let me. All right. So we have the bardic, which is 4, right?
Is it +5 now because he leveled up?
It is +5.
Okay, so 5, then the haste. I haven't gotten my other buffs going yet, so that's all he has for now. But that's still good. And it says bite, but it's the same damage for a claw attack. So let's just say he's swiping at it with a claw, and he rolled a fucking 5. Oh well.
Okay, so that is a claw.
Yeah, it's not a bite. I specifically am telling, but it's the same fucking it's the same damage. So I'm just rolling the bite macro.
Okay. I need to check something. What's the damage type for claws?
Slashing.
Okay, because I know bites are all 3. I don't know what claws are though.
Oh, it sounds like this matters.
Bludgeoning and slashing. Okay.
Sorry, ignore fucking that. I clicked the wrong thing. Let me check. If it helps, remember Griff is
I got it. It's bludgeoning and slashing.
He's also considered good aligned, and his natural weapons are considered magic, silver, and cold iron. Yeah.
Okay. That helps get through a lot of damage resistance, but not this one. He has trouble breaking through, but he does deal some damage to it.
Okay. Then just continue the move since we have flyby attack, and move back here because charging is a thing we can do. And I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Let's see. You didn't.
Oh, wait! I'm in it. Keep in mind it was also a +2 from the inspiring sword. I think that's only on hit though. I'm pulling it up. Remember, we all have that +2 sacred bonus for a few rounds.
Okay, good to know.
Which is on will saves. Very important. +2 sacred on attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks for 1 round plus 1 round for 5 points of base attack, so 3 rounds.
All right. Let's see. Who do I target? I think he's going to go after the bard who's buffing everybody and teleporting everybody around.
He doesn't know that I teleported everybody in.
Fair enough, but he does know you're buffing everybody.
Yes. Okay, all right.
And this is a guy with like 30 points in his intelligence and charisma stats. Like,
it's a very pretty bug.
Yeah.
Bugman. Hey, Bugman, do you have bug meat or man meat?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do flesh to stone on Cassandra.
You're welcome that I picked the sacred sword as the first thing I did.
Okay, so is that a will save?
That is a fortitude save.
Fortitude save. So does this help with my fortitude save? The sword thing?
Yeah, all will saves get a +2 sacred on it.
He said it's a fort save though.
Yeah, all saves. Sorry, it's all saving throws.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's like he would want to go after someone he knows probably has weaker fort saves, and a bard seems like a pretty good choice.
But I've already done some stuff, so I should be. So this is really bad. I might be able to.
He reaches out.
Oh, what did I roll? 18?
Yep.
Was that it?
You rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5.
Oh. Let's see. I'm thinking if I want to reroll that or add.
So that's 20.
Oh, right, 20. Well, I can retroactively. So does 20 hit it?
20 does not. He reaches out and says, "You consider yourselves masters of the stone? I'll show you."
Retroactively, I have the thing that.
You're a point.
Oh, wait, am I flat-footed? Are you consider me flat-footed?
No.
Okay, well then I have something I can do. I can use. I can cancel the or no, I can do a gallant inspiration to myself.
Correct.
So here we go.
Whoa. Gallant Inspiration is only on attack roll and skill checks, not saves.
All right, sorry, I meant
Saving finale?
no, then I would have to do saving finale then, yeah. So I'll just re-roll.
Okay. Yeah, he reaches out and says, I am the master of the stone here.
Okay, it's a little bit better. 24. 24, does that work?
DC 25.
Well,
Oh no!
I'm trying to think if we had anything else going.
It's like, because that, let's see, I had, let's see, I had antitoxin, anti-plague, but that's probably not, it's not one of those things, obviously.
It's a touch attack, correct?
No, it's a
It's a save or suck.
save. Let me actually double check that, see if he needs to touch you for it. No, it's medium range.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to use a hero point to increase it by 4 points?
I
I do
mean,
have one, but
honestly, this is the time to use it. You don't want to turn into stone.
I don't want to turn to stone. I can't turn into stone. I will have to use my. I'll have to use a hero point.
Okay. Let's forget the mechanics and swap back to roleplay. He sees you walling off of his creatures. Like, we built this vault. We command this stone here, not you. And I command that you are but a statue. And you feel your flesh seize up, and you use the saving finale to try to stop it. But I'll let you finish this.
Right. So I give a snap, ending my performance, and I'm still slowly begin turning, gray. But then I do like a Michael Jackson spin move and says, "These hips don't," and 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 I and the hips begins cracking the stone, and and suddenly it all flakes off, and I look at him with confidence and intimidation.
What is this hip movement? We have never witnessed such dance moves on this plane. Our magic can't account for it. Dang it! It is your turn.
I'm gonna restart that performance.
Yeah.
Friendly reminder that your swift action was used up by that saving finale.
Right. Can't I use a move action instead?
Yeah, you can still use a move action.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. I had a plan, and then that happened, and what was I going to do? Right. Well, we still get the benefit for a while. But I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to do what I had planned to do originally. I'm going to move action or swift act. No, I don't have a swift action anymore, right?
Nope.
Oh, I can't do it then. Okay. Yeah. Move action. I will start my performance, and action. I will. Let's see. Yeah, action. I will do the spell Shadow Bard. Beginning a performance to do. I'm gonna actually give this one to Burl.
Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna get inspire. What was it? Inspire heroics. You inspire creature gets a morale bonus of +4 on saving throws and a +4 dodge bonus to AC.
ooh, how long is that going to
It's
last?
as long as my shadow stays there. So basically, if you could put a shadow Cassie there, who is doing a rousing dance rendition of the Star Wars, but she's doing like a dance version, and you feel inspired. You feel like a hero. You feel like you are flying down that trench and about to save the Alliance and kill the Death Star.
Okay, so plus
Oh,
two plus.
it's actually and me. So it's on Cassie and him. So I increase. I give myself a +4 on saving throws too. Sweet. So it's on both of us.
Yay! Yeah, on themselves and one ally within 30 feet. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is her turn.
+4 morale on saving, and +4 dodge bonus on AC.
Yeah, plus
Yep.
4 dodge bonus.
Oh, I heard you say 2. Yeah, damn. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have your Shadow Cassie right there to do with as you will.
Cool. Yeah, it's non-corporeal, so it can't be attacked, but it can be, I think, dispelled. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so right, and now it's Simon's turn. Yeah, he sees what this one nearly did to Cassie, and he knows that this one is supposed to be the one, I guess, uh, responsible for controlling, I guess, the other guy. But we're gonna do some damage here. He's gonna do a science experiment. Gonna see what kind of energy damage this guy takes. So he's gonna throw 3 bombs, one of each type.
On that guy?
You will have to hit his touch AC first.
Yes. True.
Which one are you targeting? The Icor or the Zeomorn?
Well, the I-core first.
The I-core, ideally, please.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
do the I-core.
Well, Zeomorn
So-
just tried to turn her into stone.
Yeah, but we know that he's most likely possessed.
Yeah. So we're gonna do fire, cold, and round it out with force. So see, we got a 5 and a 2, 7, and Do those hit his touch AC?
Which ones? I don't see anything. I just see your saving throws.
40, 47 for. Oh, connection to the server has been interrupted.
There we go.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, rolled pretty good.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so that's a really high attack roll. I guess having the bardic performance helps out a lot.
Yes, I added that in there.
Okay, yeah.
Now I need to. Now the last one I need to alter because the last one is still using the D6s. I said that one was force, but the first two are correct for the damage. Let me roll you a force bomb real quick.
Okay.
Okay, just do the first one.
Okay.
For the first.
The fire damage actually goes all the way through.
Okay.
The cold damage, part of it goes through, but a fair amount is stopped. And the force obviously all goes through.
Okay. Fireworks! He is going to stay in front of his sister for now.
All right. Landing a solid blow on the immortal Icor. Next up is the Sandman. And let us see what their speed is. Okay. Okay, this one's going to double move over here. This one is going to double move, popping out of this wall right here. And I would like everybody to make me a will save.
Remember, +2.
Right, and remember that you and I have a +4.
Right.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Burl's okay.
I'm
Griff-
probably out.
Griff, I may have to do a ride check on.
Griff is okay. Burl is okay.
Okay.
Wendell is not. Wendell falls asleep.
At 14? Yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Where's Cassie
Oh.
and Simon and Fel?
Hang on.
Hell is immune to magical sleep.
Yes. So where's Cassie and Simon then? Okay. Wendell collapses onto the floor. Everybody else is fine. Wendell, it's your turn. You do not do
I'm
this. You're
sorry,
asleep.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Actually, because I've got an idea in mind, and
I mean, you could use a hero point to stay
yeah,
up.
I'm contemplating that, but I have one question before I do that. Is the Icor is it subtype water based in any way, shape, or form since it's a slime?
It does not. No, even though it's an ooze, mechanically it doesn't have a water subtype. It's an extraplanar ooze is the typing.
Well, typically, oozes are acidic based, which is not water.
Why do you ask?
Dust bolt.
Right.
Sickened and staggered. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll still use a hero point.
Okay. Retroactive +4 is enough to break through.
Okay. If fire works on this immortal Icor bastard thingy, then I'm just gonna do a full barrage of my fire burning arrows.
Okay. All right. So you feel the lethargy of sleep come upon you. How do you force yourself to stay awake when you're on such an inviting bed of sand?
Pretend it's hot lava. The ground is hot. The ground is lava.
The floor is lava. Everyone get to the couch.
Get to the rocks. Something.
Wow.
Okay.
How many of those hit? Because they're all fire burning arrows.
Yeah. So the first arrow sinks in, and nothing. It just goes right through it with a no reaction to it.
Even though it's fire burning?
Remember, he has many shots.
Actually,
So
the fire damage would hurt it.
Hit, yeah. The arrow may not do anything, but the fire damage should.
Yeah, it's immune to piercing damage, but not fire. So yeah, okay, go ahead and roll the fire damage for them.
Okay,
Then.
how many of those hit? Because it's 8d6 per.
Those all hit.
So
I was gonna say, and remember, he totals up his damage before DR applies.
Yeah.
And 2 of those are crits, which the fire would also multiply.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 5 shots. And it's
How many of those do you have per day?
12.
Okay, so you used up half of your daily allotment for this.
Yes, I did.
It's worth it. It's worth
Yes,
it.
it is. I used a hero point. I'm going to blow this fucker out of the air. So it's 8d6, 5 shots, and the invasions are. The crits are doubled.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got 40. I've got 50 d6 basically.
How much d6 is it normally?
8d6 per. 2 of them were crits, so that's an extra 16. So it's
Is he gonna fucking kill this thing?
it's 50 d6.
But isn't it the longbow at ×3?
It's 6 arrows that hit. Plus,
Each
so
one
and because there's 2 crits, it should be 8. So that should be 60-46, right?
Okay, 64 d6.
Am I like doing the math right? If it's 8d6 per one, then that's
There's only 5 arrows.
no, it's multi-shot.
Oh, 6, yeah.
You get 2 arrows on the
Oh,
first
yeah, you're
one.
right. Yep. So 6.
So 6
And-
arrows, and there's because of the crit, it's essentially 8 arrows, and 8 times 8 is 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll 60-46.
So pretty much Simon says, fireworks! And then something,
I'll show you lava!
holy cow.
I need an epic description of this because you just killed the darn thing.
Immortal my ass.
That was a good use of a hero point.
Yeah, that was. I'm starting to reconsider buffing the fire arrows that much.
I typically don't use them like that, but he's kind of pissed me off. So
Yeah.
yeah. You didn't let me do the dust arrow. This is what happened.
I should have let you do the dust arrow.
Yes, you should have. This is your fault.
Okay, so it's like, your arrows aren't hurt. Ow, that hurt. Ow, oh god! Ah! And it just erupts in fire.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Your
Suddenly-
arrows really passed through me. Ow.
Suddenly the threat assessment for Arcturus is like, oh, wow. But we still gotta
arrow
fight.
doesn't get you, but the friction does.
I mean, we still gotta fight more. Like, we still have the folks coming through the sides.
I mean,
and-
hopefully, Zika will return to his senses and order down all of his minions. But we'll see what happens.
He will need to get his turn to do that. Arcturus kind of sees them die, shrugs, looks to the wall, says, "This is a fascinating rock," and pulls out Lightning Edge and slashes at it with all his might, and sees just like the tiniest bit of damage to it. Says, "Most curious indeed."
Wait, what did you say happened? It got all robotic on me.
Arcturus hit the wall with Lightning Edge, and there was hardly any damage to it.
Oh, gosh.
And he doesn't say anything, but he's anyone with a half decent sense motive score can tell he's very interested in this. Well, That guy didn't get a single turn. Okay.
Then everything went as planned.
Immortal god, my ass.
It's like the Hulk
Yeah.
beating up Loki. Puny god.
That was fun. I've never seen him. I have never seen Wendell go that crazy before.
Hey, you did once when Badger almost died,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I still
hold
had to
on.
withhold.
You do need to confirm those crits. I forgot about that. Okay, neither of them confirmed. So I'll take out the last 16 d6. Just roll another 16 d6 and I'll subtract it from that.
You want to roll low on these. Fuck!
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Time.
Well,
it should be 53 if it's off of the last one.
yeah. I want
But
to.
that's not what he said. That's not what he said, and it's rolled. Let's see what happens.
Ooze percolates back to life.
It goes blah 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 blah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Okay, I just double checked and it still would have been alive. Okay, so it's barely alive, melting from the lava.
Guess who the target is now?
Oh
Yeah. Okay. First thing it's going to do, seeing that you were the only one to react to the sleep aura, realizes you have a weaker will and is going to cast a quickened charm person.
Now
Well-
you have a +5 to this from me and a +2 from the Sacred Sword. So you have a +7
Wait.
against charm.
Wait.
What?
He's not a
What?
person. He's not a person.
He's a fey.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't
You're
use
right.
it. So I'll do quicken charm person on Simon.
Big middle finger to you.
Yeah. Quick.
All right.
People normally can't do outsider races for characters. Okay, Simon, make me a will save.
Okay, so with Bardic, I have a +7 to this, plus my Cloud Puff, +2 from Familiar. So I have a +11 to this. He has a 29.
Okay, he is fine. Um,
It's like, no, get out of my head.
okay. Doop doop. Do you say Griff's claws were considered to be good aligned?
Yeah, he's a celestial.
Okay. That actually has an effect. Even though you barely got through the damage reduction, it did have an effect of shutting off his regeneration. So he tries to reform himself and regain some health, but fails because of the celestial energy left behind from Griff's attack. And then he will call upon the forces of darkness and cast the most evil spell in existence and summon a bunch of centipedes to crawl all over you.
I'll make absolutely sure about the good alignment real quick, since that's going to matter. I'm pretty sure, but I need to double check. It's been a while since I read this.
Yeah, that's a very important thing.
He's going to cast Creeping Doom, and centipede swarms appear all over you guys.
Bleh.
Oh gosh, how many centipede swarms do we have here? It's in my hair.
I was like, this ain't so bad.
I would like everybody to make me 2 fortitude saves. First one against poison, second one against distraction.
Okay, everyone makes how many?
2 fortitude saves. The first one is poison, the second one is okay.
And I should have a +2 on. I think we got +2 on both of those. So
Right, because of the inspiring sword.
Yep.
Okay, so you got a 21 and a 26.
28 and a 28.
Okay, so she actually +2 +4 26 27 and a 32, and that's not including the antitoxin.
Okay, so I do not see where it has the good alignment listed. So until I find that, just assume it doesn't exist. So I guess he did get to heal some.
So where were you thinking of dealing good damage then?
Celestial Companion and a bunch of other effects. Like, I thought Griff had the alignment on.
Okay, and if he had if he did his smite evil or something, it might. But
yeah, I mean that's probably going to happen on the next turn. But
yep, okay. So the first one was the poison, second one distraction. Okay, so it looks like the only thing that's happening is what was Cassie's first roll? What's that total? Let's see, it's against poison. Okay, so
I need to roll. Mine.
No, not you. Just Cassie,
Simon
fell. Cassie, Simon fell, and Wendell. Since there's only 4 of them. Okay, so everybody did exceedingly well, or does have really good fort saves. It looks like there's a lot of good rolls there too, though. So the only one who is affected is Wendell, who is infected with a poison. And is now, let me go ahead and, this one is against Wendell. Wendell takes 11 damage and 2 dexterity damage. Fel takes 18 damage, but you saved. Simon takes 13 damage, and Cassie takes 9 damage.
13 damage, 9 damage. Okay.
Okay, and yeah.
I take it it's knowledge nature for these?
Yep.
I think I know what I was confusing. I was confusing the fact that Griff has DR himself, unless something's evil aligned. And I was thinking he had a good aligned as a result. But that might be where I was confused.
Okay. Alright, so these are centipede swarms. They are conjured by a powerful magic spell, which is strengthening them. But they are centipedes. And just basic swarm traits, immune to weapon damage, because they're too small. AoE does extra damage. They can do poison and distraction. Poison with dexterity damage, distraction, nausea, easy for a round. Okay, it is now the Clockwork Angel's turns, and this one is going to full round attack the Wall of Stone.
Oh gosh, that ain't good.
That is enough to destroy it. And then this one is going to fly in and unleash a single attack against Wendell. With power attack, because why not? Because that's why not.
Nope. 32.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Just surf on all those centipedes. You just
If I hadn't rolled that, he would have hit, but it would have done a lot less damage, like cut in half. So it's still better to do power attack here.
He,
in general.
he swings in and it's like, oh, centipedes, no.
No, he starts attacking. I think like Ziga kind of starts raising up a hand. Is like, wait, hold on, and he kind of alters his blow a bit after seeing that. No, hold on. The Acor's is still alive. Never mind. He doesn't do that yet. Yeah. Okay.
Kill the red fucker!
Okay, Fel, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm getting sick of this. Are we going to avoid attacking the robot-looking thingies?
Focus the blob.
Arturus looks at the angels as like, petty craftsmanship. And it looks at them as like, better than most, but I can still do better.
Fine, I'll try and avoid the elementals. And Fel basically makes a fist, and lightning starts to crackle between her fingers. She casts storm bolts.
Ooh, who are you targeting?
It is going to be the Icor, the Swarms, and the Clockworks.
The swarms are in your square. Is it an AoE or is it like specifically targeted against
It's
creatures?
an AoE centered on me.
Oh, okay.
And I can choose to have them not do damage to whatever I don't want them to damage.
Oh. Well,
Wow.
nice. That's really good.
That's amazing.
Okay, well, the Icor is immune to electricity. But I think those swarms are a gunner.
Feel the wrath of Oh, come on! It didn't get hurt by that?
Okay, the interesting thing about this spell, it increases the Centipede Swarm stats, it increases the hit points by a lot, and the DC of their attacks. However, it does not increase any other stats, and their saving throws is still the CR4 version, even though this is a level 7 spell. So the 19s is not enough to save. They all get toasted.
That's kind of hilarious.
And are the angels affected to electricity more than most? Is that a thing with these?
Yes, these are vulnerable to electricity.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of a halfway point between robots and typical clockworks, honestly. Okay, wait, so you were excluding the elementals. What about the constructs? Were you excluding them too?
No.
Okay, so let's see. 10, 27. Oh, wait, that's fortitude. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. So that is going to be 90 or 87 damage, I think.
Yeah, they're stunned for one round too, right?
Constructs can't be stunned, I don't think.
I mean, okay, if it says they can't, then yeah.
Constructs are not subject. Constructs are immune to any effect that requires a fortitude save. Oh, and are immune to stun. I will say the electricity damage still goes through because that's weird. Yeah, because because that's a weird interpretation to say that they're immune to the electricity damage since they're immune to fort save effects, unless it also works on objects or is harmless.
But this means they can't be stunned.
Okay, so and the damage can affect objects, but they are still immune to stun separately. So yeah, they're not stunned, but they are hurt. by quite a
Nice,
bit.
Phil. Nice, Phil.
Thanks, but God, I can't believe it didn't scratch that guy. That ooze.
All right, Burl, the ooze is still up, but he is severely injured.
I'm going to use my Swift to give myself mounted skirmisher, and Griff and I are going to try and go in for the kill. Doing a full charge. Once again, claws, no biting, and let's just see what happens. Let me resolve Griff's first, because if he hits, I'm going to use his free action to give me the +2 on the distraction. So, all right, Griff has the Cassie and haste, and I think that's all because I haven't done any other. Oh wait, nope, sacred. So it's +8 to hit, +5 damage. Like I said, the bites are not being done. I guess for his hasted attack, would he be able to do a extra claw swipe?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all Griff shit. He on one of those uses his free action to apply an extra +2 to Burl's hit, and Burl is going to go all in with mounted skirmisher now. So Burl has a lot less going on. I am going to power attack because I do want to go through all this. Let's see, other to hit. Cassie's going, and I have the sacred. Put an extra +2 on Burl's to hit. And I really wish that hasted attack had actually been, applicable. Hopefully the first hit was enough.
The first hit is enough to put it down.
Thank you.
All right. So Simon and Wendell both severely damaged it, and then Burl swooped in for the final blow.
Gosh. Because I rolled so good on the damage for those 2 missed attacks, damn. Anyway. Yep. Mounted skirmisher.
All right.
Just in time, too.
Yep.
That was my goal. That's why I went all in.
Yeah, because otherwise this guy would have had another turn to do stuff. Like turn somebody to a stone statue. And guess who doesn't have stone to flesh, but only flesh to stone? Okay, so he says, who? Well, I believe that is all we need. Everybody can stand down now. We're all done. If that's okay with you.
Wait, what?
There's no need for any further hostilities, if that's all right with the rest of you.
Stand down. We were just killing the ooze.
You're not going to turn us to stone anymore? I felt that.
Unless you want me to.
No. That was very mean. That was very rude.
Cassie, please don't clap back to the immortal creature from times untold.
Yeah.
Yes, you should know how to speak to your betters.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm going to let it slide. This guy is like ancient, so he does. Not saying this out loud. He might kind of owe us a little bit, so we're gonna try to milk that. And being bitchy is not going to help.
Yeah, I'm not going to even
then?
be my
Are you doing
normal
better?
self.
Are you feeling better then, sir?
Quite.
Okay.
Do we
No.
we need to do introductions again, or are you mostly aware of what's been going on, sir?
I am quite aware of what has been going on. Well, except I have never met any of you before, so perhaps that is not quite true. I am Master Zeguk of the Seventh Facet, long may my name be known.
I am. He's kind of obviously expecting us to do introductions. Like, I am Burl, Divine Hunter of Yomide. This is my companion Griff. and I will let my companions introduce themselves in order.
I'm Fel, astronomer and follower of the Lord Pycon.
Pycon? I'm not aware of that deity.
He's
He's
kind of new to the scene.
Ah. A human becoming a deity. That is quite a rarity. But it has happened.
Cassie, a bard and storyteller extraordinaire. And Simon says, I'm Simon, uh, alchemist. Yeah.
I'm Wendell, meteor archer.
What archer?
Meteor archer.
Okay. Archer is
I'll kind of like shuffle back so that Arcturus has line of sight to see if he's actually going to introduce himself or if he's still just rummaging in the corner.
he kind of wants to, but he'll introduce himself at least. Arcturus, leader of the Technic League, master of technology. He says, well met, well met. It is about time we met some people who could do about their due diligence in serving our needs. Well, why are you all here?
I'll kind of go into an abbreviated spiel explaining we were pursuing the Ironfang Legion. On the material plane, we coordinated with others and launched a simultaneous assault on all of the Onyx towers they had constructed and pursued them into this plane to hopefully corner them and finish them off.
Excellent. Well, I am not eager to engage with them after their combat prowess clearly exceeds our own for the moment, but I can share you what information I know. He walks up to the sands and reaches out a claw, and they start shifting and swirling into a map of the whole region. So now you can actually see what is on screen. Fine. This is the vault of the Onyx Citadel that my brethren have successfully guarded for eons until those hobgoblins mucked everything up. Two years ago, they came pouring out of the stone road, slayed many pecks. We easily took care of their armies until their leader stepped forward and slayed most of my kin. I managed to teleport away before their snake could lock me down. And I've been here ever since. There was some attempts to come in here since, but they did not seem to take it that seriously, having obtained what they wanted with the Onyx Citadel. And however, during those fighting, some experiments came free, which you have successfully put an end to. And that, I believe, is that. Now, let us see what is currently going on. This... Oh, one question. The assault on the tower, was that at morning or nightfall?
It would have been like we would
I
have
was
done that
morning.
like in
Think
the
it was
morning or midday. I thought.
okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was at night, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that would only give the hobgoblins the advantage.
We weren't going to do it at night because we still needed to be able to. All of our troops needed to see, and it would be easier on them if it was just at night. So we were doing it during the day.
Okay.
Probably early in the day.
All right. Okay. And so let us see what has been going on. This is a map of the area. I can't exactly track creatures, so I can't tell you how useful it will be. But against the Ironfang Legion, but it should at least tell us. Something is wrong with the planar energies. He swipes the claw across the screen, and it turns from an overland map into something similar to Fell's her sky the observatory spell that she cast, except it's much more detailed and highlighting all of the nexuses of this entire plane, and 3 of them are highlighted. The 3 that are closest to the Onyx Citadel, and there's lines connecting all of them to the Citadel. Curious. They are pulling on the power of the Nexus. Much like all overeager mortals, they are doing more harm than good. If this isn't stopped, let's see. Display theoretical end result of planar nubbling, let's say 24 hours from now. Time starts speeding up, and the planar energy started glowing brighter and brighter, and then cracking. You see the vault start just tearing apart. And then it shifts from a map of the vaults to a map of Nirmathos, and you see the Onyx Citadel drop onto the country. It is a scene very reminiscent of the legendary assault on the World Wound led by Spencer with the attack from space. Except instead of at the World Wound, this is attacking your hometown, home country. And it detonates as the Citadel drops like a meteor on the country, destroying the entire land.
Oh.
That's just 24 hours from now?
It is theoretical, but yes, if the planar energies continue unimpeded, that will happen.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And it looks terrible, too.
Is there a way for us to shut off the planar energy to them as an immediate action, or like an immediate response?
Yes, it will delay the timeline significantly. Each nexus will double the time remaining. However, it cannot be stopped entirely, as they are pulling on the energies directly connected to the Citadel itself. If you were to instantaneously stop all 3 immediately, it would give you 8 days. However, I can't say how that would work with travel time.
Which is the closest one? We can hopefully get it dealt with before the end of tomorrow, which will buy us enough time to handle the others, and then launch our final assault on their citadel once we've bought as much time as possible.
Okay. That would likely be the Shard Nexus.
Okay. Uh, sir, do you have any tools that we could bring with us, which would make it easier? But we understand that your place is here with your people, and I think they will be very appreciative to be able to communicate with you once again. But is there something other than your sage wisdom which will help us on our path?
Yeah. 1 second. First, let me highlight the
I was going to say
locations.
it is 8 o'clock, but I guess Goro doesn't need to do his usual thing, so we can take a
No,
different break
I do
time.
not. So
Well, I
it's
still need to
just
put
it's
my
up to
little
you
one
guys.
down.
Yeah, let's still go ahead and take a break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to
Break
call
time.
it out because I noticed the time.
Yep.
Yeah, I am in Iowa. I'm not at home, so
My dog was being an impatient little jerk tonight. I think I'm the only one back.
I'm here.
Looks like we may have lost.
Here too.
Oh, Gora, I think you fell out of Roll20.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at that.
I'm back.
All right, I'm gonna reload that page.
As I was saying while no one was here, my dog's been a butthole tonight. He knew it was Saturday, so he's been begging for his special Saturday break time treat, and would not let go of it. The moment I got up at 8 o'clock, he bolted for the door.
Good old Waffle. He knows. Okay, it's loading me in. It's just taking a while. Okie dokie. I should be back. Are we all here?
I think we're still waiting on Joe.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
eating, so
I mean,
didn't
I'm
want
eating,
the-
so yeah, I'll be quiet between, actions, but yeah.
yeah, I didn't want the nom 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 going on while I was eating.
Okay, well,
I totally just keep going like we are, but
Don't
Yeah,
eat any
exactly that.
Tostitos. You do not be eating Tostitos. Just don't.
okay, let's give it a few more minutes then.
right?
Yeah.
No, I
Or
mean I can
salt
keep going.
beans.
I'm good.
I'm good. I can keep going too.
No, I want a few more minutes to read up on something.
Okay.
Okay.
He really wanted to. He was.
I was hoping I didn't have to admit that, but now you forced it out of me. Thanks a lot.
It hasn't started snowing yet, so
Yeah, I think it's going to start at like 1 a.m. or something is when the warning it says.
I mean it definitely has the cold feeling, and I got to look at the clouds earlier. It coming.
Yep.
Tut tut! It smells like snow. Tut tut! It smells like snow. A variation on a Winnie the Pooh reference, if any of you are wondering.
Sorry, I don't study Chinese history.
Nicely said. That was good.
Oh, my bad. Griff's elemental manifestation doesn't help him overcome um, magic cold iron and silver. Helps him overcome adamantine cold iron and silver.
Okay. Well, I mean, having a enchanted thing would still be enough, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of. He has the plus. Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of humming to myself that he always had the adamantine. We didn't have to make those little claws for him, but he likes them anyway. I love that he has 2 different sources of DR.
How's everybody doing on resources? We probably, I think, have enough to hit one of the nexuses, depending on how.
Yeah, I mean,
on what it entails.
we didn't burn that much during this fight, so I think I could go hit a nexus today.
Fel still has a decent amount. Plus, she has a casting of mass heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have 2 to 3 of each of my spell slots, except for 6, which I have 1 casting left, and level 2s, which I have 4 left. So I'm still in a pretty good spot.
I've got 6 traps left. I probably need a little bit of healing. I'm down to 65, so I'm down like 40, 50 points.
Oh, I mean, we can easily take care of that.
I know. I'm just saying. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, healing isn't a big problem. We just we have enough, I think, for one more solid assault, maybe. I still have plenty of rounds of a bardic inspiration. Simon has a good chunk of bombs left, basically half of what he starts out with. I have a good amount of spells left, and I still have that advanced anaconda.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was singing the Big Butts song to myself and got to the anaconda line and remembered that recently.
Yeah.
My anaconda don't
want none unless it's got
buds, hun.
It's also my policy
Anaconda
with
don't.
hamburgers.
Well, being, type 1 diabetic, I'm fine with it not having buns.
I mean,
Having a lettuce bun actually is pretty good.
It's not
understand.
bad, but I just like the meat. I like the meat. Just give me the meat.
Well, I mean, yeah, depending on how it's prepared, it goes from being a hamburger to maybe being a Salisbury steak instead.
And that's fine. Doesn't matter to me. Just give me big old nice hunk of meat.
Speaking of giant hunks of meat, I went to during December. That's yeah, it was with my. It was actually taken out there as part of like a Christmas event at my new job. So I mean, hot damn,
That's nice.
holy shit, that steak was huge and delicious,
Yeah.
but huge. It's probably the fanciest meal I've had in a long time, though.
Yeah, you remember those. Those stick with you.
Have you ever been to like the Brazilian steakhouses before?
Brazilian steakhouse? No, I've been to the Brazilian restaurant up on the hill, Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos is good too, but there's been a couple of them. I think the closest one is like in North or South Carolina.
Oh,
the one I went to was in Texas, and they literally, you have a coaster that has red and green on each side, and these guys are walking around with huge ass skewers of meat that they come by and they just slice off what you want, and it's all you can eat. It's expensive as hell. It's like $60 or $70 a head, but I mean, they've got fillets, lamb, beef, chicken, any kind of meat possible.
What I would like to see in Roanoke is have them bring in a Mongolian grill. Oh man, I would love to have
true Mongolian grill.
Yeah,
They've got that one in Salem that is.
I don't know about the one in Salem. I know they have a barely adequate one out at the Supreme Chinese Buffet near the airport, but
Okay. Yeah, they've got a one in Salem that's barely adequate too. You
I'll
bring
have
your
to look
stuff
into
and then
that.
they
I mean,
they
I'll
do
try.
it.
I've been wanting to go to one, so I might,
I
deal
think
with it.
it's on Main Street, right close to the Walmart.
I
if
was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
mistaken.
what in Salem isn't on Main Street that matters?
Not a damn thing.
But yeah, I'll definitely look into that. I didn't know they had. But yeah, up in Northern Virginia, I went to a place called Genghis Grill, which was delicious.
That sounds like it'd be good.
Yeah. Talking about all the food places around here, and I think all of us can relate to it. And the talk is just like, I really enjoy California.
Now, the thing I liked most about California the time I visited there was the Korean food and the karaoke.
Can't say I've been to many
Because they actually
karaoke
have
places.
what?
Can't say I've been around too many karaoke places.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was just in Los Angeles. There was a section of town that had a lot of Korean stuff, which included like the good kind of karaoke bars. That have the separate rooms where you can order little appetizers and drinks, and it's brought to the room, so it's just you and your friends singing, and you're not singing like in front of a crowd of strangers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, the Japanese style karaoke bars that we see in all of our favorite anime and manga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I've done that too, but I much prefer singing just with friends and hanging out.
I remember the karaoke bar scene from Rush Hour 2.
Oh gosh. Get closer! Get closer! Come on.
I want all the men and the ugly hoes on the left, all the fine ass ladies on the right.
There were a lot of fine ass ladies in that place.
I mean, it was a front for the mob. It would have to.
Oh
Have to
yeah.
have something like that.
Oh yeah.
Okie dokie.
You done looking
Yay.
up what you needed to look up?
Yeah. Just revealing the history of the Xenomorph in a bit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so he will point out the locations. The Shard Nexus, the nexus containing the geomantic and earth energies focused on this plane, is right around here. The molten nexus they're using connecting to the fire plane is connected here. And the flow nexus connecting to the water plane they're using is along the river bend, along the Silver River here. Yeah, it is at the southern end of the Tempered Peaks with molten nexus. The flow nexus is midway through the Silver River, and the Shard nexus is at the very western end of the Vault Spine Mountains.
West.
I get it right?
So we're near there.
Yep. Now, keep in mind, this is at the scale of near Mythos, so close is like 40 miles, or like 30 miles, or 30 to 40 miles.
Yeah, here's a better question. Where are we right now?
You guys are right at Gamma's token.
Oh, so the fire is actually the closest to us.
I mean, they're about equidistant, but yeah.
Okay, but
Well, think about it this way: if we want to hit something first and then continue along a path, because then we did the fire one first, then we got to go Earth and then go all the way back over to get to the water. However, if we're using like Shadow Walk or something like that,
here's a question for it. Actually, are we adjacent to the shadow plane here? Because can you even use Shadow Walk?
Uh-oh. That's a good question. I'll have to find
The
out.
shadow plane is specifically adjacent to the material plane.
Oh no.
Sorry to throw.
It is like it is a reflection of the material plane.
Sorry to throw a wrench in that one, but I did realize it mattered.
Right. Oh man, I don't know. That's a good question.
Cast it and find out.
Okay. Here we go. The astral plane is a conduit to all planes. The ethereal and shadow plane serve as a means of transportation within the material plane they're connected to.
So,
These have the strongest regular interaction with the ethereal plane and can be accessed by spells. Transitive. Yeah. The shadow plane is specifically a duplicate of the material plane. Like places in the material plane have coincided place in the shadow plane as well. Like there might even be a shadow plane space station made by this point, just because you made one on your plane.
Wait,
I
so
think it's also where people
step?
go when they lose card games too, right?
Sorry, what? Oh yeah, yeah, of course. That's the most important part of it.
So I can't even use shadow step because it uses the shadow plane as well, but you're not that when you don't actually go into the shadow plane. Like shadow walk, you actually go into the shadow plane. Shadow step, you're going from shadow to shadow, but it is shadow plane related.
It is an illusion spell, so I'm saying you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm just going to be slapping. I think did Griff already have Greater Longstrider on? Because that lasts like all fucking day. I'm pretty sure
it was on him. It was on him before we.
No, I hadn't put it on yet because we were just doing battle. But he'll definitely have it now because we fly.
Yeah, Shadow Step doesn't specifically mention the plane of shadow, so I'll say you're good.
Okay.
It's definitely connected to it, but it's not like the other planes stop existing.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, let's just assume that Griff's going to have Greater Longstrider on him for the rest of the day because we need to get somewhere fast. Thank goodness for Griffin Airlines.
Yep, no kidding. Yeah, I was looking at this, I was like, I know they have transportation methods that can get there in time, but what if parties didn't? Like, what do they expect you to do?
I think maybe it's expected for the GM to adjust the timetable, but yeah.
Yeah, or just, I guess provide means of transportation.
Yeah, we have these special ether cycles that work only in this plane. Only in the vault.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cassie will sort of saddle up to Arcturus and say, "So, are you coming too? After all, if this place goes under, you're going to lose all sorts of opportunity here."
I'll say, yeah, that's a good way to appeal to him because I know he doesn't really give a crap about Nearmythos.
Yeah, because according to what's going on, once all these energies combine, all this place goes, and everything in Nermathos goes too. You won't be able to get back. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know, but this place has opportunity, wouldn't you say?
That is a theoretical worst case scenario. It is not a guarantee. We don't know what they want to do with these accumulated planar energies.
Boom.
Also, the
plan for the worst, hope for the best.
The Ironfang Legion has likely learned by now of your assault on all the towers, and will be retaliating in some way.
Yes, retaliating there.
I mean, I kind of was under the impression that them gathering energy to drop everything on Nearmythos was the retaliation.
Yes, but it would be a good idea to keep an eye on the troop movements and their actions. I'm going to scout the area so we can know what is going on and be ready for the assault on the Citadel when you deem to make it. Ideally after all the nexuses have been dealt with.
Where would you like to meet up with us?
And what signal would you? Would you like Griff to just go again?
Here would do well enough.
I mean, I'm fine with using this as a rally point too. It is a bit out of the way, but I guess that provides its own advantages.
Yes.
I assume the invisible lady will be going with you.
She decides what she wants to do.
Invisible lady, I say to the Reza, I think, and she just
I'm not going to make the comment.
lets it hang in the air. You can let it hang in the air, and if there's no response, that's fine.
I'm not gonna add the comment because Burl's smarter than that. But you could say we can't say pretty lady because we can't see you to make that judgment. I will, but I won't be adding that. I just had to throw it out there.
Okay. It's a mystery. You hear that voice
from
somewhere.
Like a certain direction. Somewhere. Okay.
It's hard. You can't really pinpoint it.
I am looking at Fell's eyes. I'm watching Fell to see where her eyes go.
I think right about this. Well, are we still in the Xeomorph's place, or did we get out of there?
You are still in there talking with him.
Oh, okay.
I moved it because you're looking at it. The sands were making a map of the area, but you're still over there. Fel, you see Riza shaking her finger at you like, don't you dare tell them where I am. In a bit of a playful way.
Alright, I'm going to roll a 1d8 for each of the directions, and I'm just going to randomly point in that direction, and you can decide if I landed it.
Okay.
I'm still watching Fell's eyes, where she would look.
And I'm just
is looking.
Over there.
Yeah, Fell basically sees her and then just does.
I know how you can do it, Rogue. Roll a 1d8 and see if it matches. And that'll tell if Burl got it right.
No, I already mentally in my head said an 8 will be a success. That's
so perfect. Did I get? I wonder what reaction I get.
Naughty boy.
Show yourself, foul wench.
What's Cassie doing?
Okay.
What's that?
You really blah, blah, blah. It certainly would be nice to, I don't know, shake the hand of someone who is so important to Arcturus here. Or at least see you, but perhaps another time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you maintain the constant invisibility? Is it just a natural effect of your particular race, or are you just abusing a ring of invisibility or something?
Naughty boy.
She's not going to tell us, obviously.
Please, you travel with. I assume you would know from traveling with Cassie that a good performer never reveals their tricks.
I give her a wink, or the space to which
she gives an adjacent wall a wink.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Paul did kind of point around. So
Anyway, I turn back to the seventh.
Zigak of the seventh facet,
Zigak
long
of the
may his
facet.
name be remembered.
Yes, Zigak of the seventh facet, long may his name be known. Did you have any tools other than your knowledge to help us along this path, or you think we're good?
If we are to immediately make a move on the Earth Nexus, are there any particular defenses of yours that we should be mindful of that would pose a problem in shutting the place down?
Glad to see someone asking the right questions. Knowledge is far more important than treasures. Treasures are
I didn't want
transitory.
treasures. I didn't want treasures, just tools, which include knowledge.
You said aside from knowledge. I heard you.
Well, you had already. I was under the impression you had already given all your knowledge. My mistake.
I have lived here for eons, more than you can ever imagine, and you thought a minute of conversation was all I had to offer. That is an even greater insult. Stop talking. Now, you were Burl, right?
Yes, sir.
I can tell you what the defenses were before the Ironfang Legion came here. I am not completely certain of their current status, especially since they have been recently altered. But perhaps it will help. These defenses were either circumvented or annihilated. At the Shard Nexus, first of all, this is at the edge. This is at the edge of the Vault Spine Mountains within a forest of blue-white crystals. You will find a large quarry held up by a race of Zorn, headed by Crag Crusher and his tribe. They are reasonable traders and deal regularly with the other creatures in this vault, the Pecks and Chitans, etc. I would not be surprised if they were willing to trade with the Ironfang Legion as well. Okay.
Earl might be kind of scribbling some notes.
Yeah, I would also mention, could you roll sense motive from Simon?
Okay. Did you say a sense motive? Because I'm not hearing anything you're saying, really.
Yeah, sense motive.
That's why I assumed he was done talking.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sense motive.
Hang on. There we go. No, well, that's low, but 30.
Yep. Okay, he'll just scribble a bit to let you know that's like, he doesn't necessarily specifically hate you more, he's just like that to people. And they place a high value of knowledge and even maybe a bit of a disdain for combat. Thinking, yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, it says you'll find it in them inside the cavern, and he pulls up an image of Zorn, Crag Crusher specifically.
This is a very pretty individual.
It's a giant anus with legs.
I mean, 3 arms, 3 legs, a mouth, head, and does he have an eye on each side, or is this just
Yes, actually, they are naturally immune to flanking.
They have it's a 3 everything.
Yeah. They are gluttons. I believe you should be able to convince them to to let you fix the nexus. Hmm. Okay. Um, I don't know really what I can do about that.
I was going to say what Burl will probably say in order to buy us as much time as possible and increase our potential for taking down the Ironfang in the Citadel, we should probably plan to go straight from each nexus to the next. So, if it would be okay with you, sir, I'd like to gather as much information as you're willing to provide before we head out for each nexus.
Yes. Well, like I said, Craig Crusher should be able to be convinced to let you access the Nexus if you have enough food for them. Now, do you know what a Zoan eats?
It's time for knowledge nature.
Planes.
Thankfully, Burl has that too. Where's my knowledge rolls? Okay, well, 24. Should have taken a fucking 10, damn.
That is enough. They are natives to the plane of Earth, and they eat crystals and gems and metals.
Let's see, do we have any nice gems on our loot list? I could feed them the cursed sword. Joking. Kind of joking. I mean, if they want to eat it, if they want to eat it, I certainly wouldn't miss it.
35.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, that they eat crystals and stone and metal. And in fact, people who go about regions inhabited by Zorns always keep a bunch of inexpensive crystals to use as bribes.
Neat.
And while many Zorns will gladly take crystals with no value, Craig is a bit of a connoisseur. So you'll have to have some reasonably powerful magic carried inside it as well, most likely.
Eat him the cursed sword.
Yeah, that's metal.
Gem encrusted.
He kind of let's see, he kind of turns around and rumbles through a few things, kind of like pulls a pearl out, kind of shrugs and tosses it. I don't need this. That should be enough.
Thank you, sir.
For most of it, at least. And yeah, so they're basically gluttons, except they eat crystals and treasure.
Well, they live on the right plane then.
And so their idea of like what adventurers consider treasure stashes are just snacks set aside for a rainy day.
You know what? Ironically enough, this is out of character. We could also feed him one of my pearls off of the necklace of fireballs to see what happens.
That could work. He'd like that.
Or some pearls of power.
Yeah, I'd said Simon will know that, like, kind of what he's getting at, in that while, like, inexpensive crystals are bribes, that delicious jewels can secure their alliance, since, it's really good food. And the way to
Wouldn't it explode, technically?
It depends on how good they are at eating it.
Oh, damn it.
I give them some indigestion.
They're also immune to. Also, Simon knows they're immune to fire.
Oh,
So I avoid, and that's like it's their idea of spicy food.
yeah.
He lets out a fireball fart.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Does he have 3 butts now that we're looking at this?
Yes.
Okay. One between each pair of legs. Or
Got to
one between-
throw got to roll a 1d3 or 1d4 to figure out which cavity it comes out of.
Man, he would be the ultimate drug mule.
Oh gosh.
Just imagine all 3 cocaine condoms ripping at the same time.
I think we've gone down a dark path.
All right, so I was also asking about information on the fire and water nexuses,
Okay.
I believe.
Yes, that is located inside a volcano, guarded by Irrigbel, the illuminated and ancient magma dragon.
Ooh, I mean, we can definitely handle the heat. We have our methods for that. I'm hoping the dragon will be a reasonable.
She has a bit of an ego, as dragons do. And
I'm trying to remember if Burl met Bea Crux or
do you
not.
guys still have some kind of telepathic bond thing going on?
We didn't do the telepathic. We did the pack empathy.
Okay. Okay, so Simon probably thinks but doesn't say it's like that's rich coming from you.
I mean, I think from Burl's perspective, this guy definitely is a bit of an ego, but it's coming from someone who is like older than all of us combined. Burl also has a little bit of respect for the vault builders making this place, so
Yep.
it's a little easier for him to eat that ego.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't want to get turned to stone, so.
Yes, he'll probably make judicious use of her pretty tongue. Just make sure to compliment him. It'll be fine. And then
Thankfully, we are, if nothing else, good with words.
Then the flow nexus. In the Silver River, you will notice a hill just around the bend. There will be a hill rising out from the middle. The Quicksilver will part around the hill, glittering like diamonds, and you will see it on top of a hill. There is no immediately obvious guards because the hill is the guard.
Can I roll like a knowledge, like maybe nature or something to think about what that could mean, like a giant turtle or something?
Knowledge planes, but yes.
All right, better than a 5. Come on, better than a 5. Ooh, 38. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a Zarkzorin.
Because he described like a sort of a diamondish hill.
Yeah, well, I mean the diamond is more the river around it, but
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of getting the impression that he's trying to be coy and would be impressed if one of us managed to guess what the hill is. That's what I'm going for here.
yeah, okay.
So, I guess what I'll say is, like, kind of Burl's just sort of rubbing his temple, thinking, the hill itself is the guard. Thinking not about things that would exist on the plains. Is it something like a Zarkzoran?
Very good. When these creatures hibernate, they naturally connect. when these creatures hibernate, they naturally connect to the ley lines in the land, and so this one has. Some humans have been known to live on them for decades, only to be surprised when they suddenly rise up. Actually, that'd be something more you would know than him, because you've heard of like druids living on these places without realizing they were on uh, on a living thing.
I guess I'm kind of like sharing that maybe a funny anecdote from a particular member of the Druidic Circle who had the house literally like just on top of what ended up being the head or something.
Yeah. So yeah, they slowly store up energy over time and can use them for this is definitely the most dangerous one.
I know enough about them. Is this like an intelligent creature or just like a massive giant force of nature kind of creature?
They're kind of partway between animal and human.
Dog smash.
They're fairly simple-minded.
Okay. So we'll need to maybe try to be
Kind of
stealthy.
think like a Snorlax. But that will be difficult since the Nexus is on his back. Even if he doesn't notice as you go up, he will likely notice the alterations as you make them.
Ooh, go find the pokey flute. Wake him up.
We could, I mean, yeah, getting in there would be the easy part. We can fly in, use airwalk, but if he notices changes once we've started making them, that could be the problem. Then I think we'll just have to deal with that one as it comes at us, though.
I would suggest resting before attempting to go after that one.
We will take your advice with great. What's out of character? I'm trying to think of the great weight or
Consideration.
appreciation. Yeah. And I guess thank you for this information and the very very important notice as to the dire situation that we're looking at. We'll head out immediately and rally back to this place after we have fixed the nexuses. Is there any kind of? It's like I guess I'm not an expert in this in the technology that you use. Would someone who just understands the flow of nature and magic be able to intuit the alignment, or should we take some information on the specifics that we should do?
Yes, I will. These are rather complicated devices. Anyone experienced in traps or complicated magic devices would likely have a possibility of doing it. However, I would be surprised if anyone is capable of doing it without any assistance. Allow me to illustrate the process.
And at this point, Bro's like, Simon, you should take notes. You're the smart tech guy on this one.
Yeah, so add a character, disable device, or use magic device. And it takes about a minute for one attempt.
Ooh. I am glad I'm thinking to ask him all this stuff.
It is technically possible to simply break it, but I consider that to be an absolute last resort. These vaults were created to make and introduce life. Saving it by breaking it apart is in opposition to the very spirit of the vault itself. So yeah, if you have to, you could just literally break it apart.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, in the last resort, we don't want to do that, and we have this treasure trove of knowledge here, who's able to tell us how to fix it, most likely. So we should do our best to not break shit.
Okay, Gore's having some issues, so I'm hesitant to continue going with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that's
like
fine.
it.
I mean we're not. It's a stopping point ish if we needed to.
I mean, we could go through the loot, and I do have one question in regards to that.
Hmm.
The red slime bastard. Did he leave a puddle of slime behind?
It all evaporated because of the fire.
Ah, shit. All right.
I want to say I'm not under the impression that there's any loot right now. Is there?
There is some slime left behind in the container it was originally in, though.
Ooh, gimme, 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 gimme.
Burl will kind of like just sort of kind of pick Wendell up like the scruff of the neck. He's just say, uh, uh, Master Ziguk, my companion here seems to be interested in the remnants of the immortal Iker. I'm not as familiar with that creature. Would it be safe for him to take a sample for
Gimme,
whatever
gimme, gimme, gimme.
experiments he's thinking about doing?
I would rather we eradicate all trace of it.
If you don't mind his
Did
mind
you
being
say something
consumed,
about Simon? That did you say something about Simon that he could to check about something?
he can use disabled. He's probably the one with the best disabled device skills in the group to help dismantle the nexuses.
Yes, and Cassie can increase his ability to do that.
Yeah, basically, Burl's been. I don't know how much you've heard, Goro, but I've been just very
Hardly any,
politely harvesting information from this guy for the 3 places we're going to have to go.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so he shows. So, how much are you hearing about this, Goro?
Almost none. It was robotic for a very long time, and out here,
Okay, yeah, we should
immune to
probably
fire.
wrap up.
Yeah.
We should
But
probably stop then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, all the stuff I can think of happening next would heavily involve Cassie.
And so that's when we get to the. I guess so. We're kind of wrapping up here. I guess I want to throw out this point before I forget it. When we're all done wrapping up and get ready to leave, Burl's like kind of address Master Zigug on a personal level, and just kind of like do a bow, say, "I wish to offer my respect as a follower of druidic practices at the wonder of this vault that you have created." Just kind of do like a bow show of respect. Because I mean, Burl's like amazed by the vault and what it is and does.
Yeah. He nods. 'Cause it is good that at least some of you recognize our efforts. He kind of frowns at everybody else, but kind of nods in acceptance.
I mean, I don't know if they had adventurers back when he was in his prime, but yeah, I mean, we're pretty normal. And yeah, there went Goro. Well, no, that wasn't Goro. Who dropped? I think we lost Wendell.
yeah.
No,
No.
I'm here.
Oh, no, you fell out of the um, player list on Roll20.
Oh, I just rolled a stealth check because I want that red goo.
Yeah, I don't see it. It doesn't show me on the. It doesn't show your roll or anything.
Okay, yeah, try rolling that on Roll20 again.
Oh, I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh, I
now
see
I
it
see
now.
it. Yeah, it was lagging bad. It came up.
Okay, so you are attempting to stealth.
Just sneak over and pocket the red goo.
get us killed. Oh shit!
So about the flush
So
to stone
before,
spell.
wait, before they go, Cassie wanted to say um I would you I would have you hear this from me as a sign that I do understand that words and knowledge and story are the most important to me, and this is part of my story, and I'll begin to sing the beginnings of something that she had written about the attack on Fandar, and it uh it's a slow um uh was it ES posthumous style um song uh with the strong female lead. um she'll have Knives play his instrument, and we'll just sing a few stanzas, and she says at the end of that she says I realize um, I may have come up as direct, but we are trying so hard to fix this problem, and this will only add to the story. And I hope that this story is a good one, and I hope that that we succeed. And your help, um, and your help with the knowledge that you've given us, will make this more likely to succeed. So thank you.
And who has a better story than Brand the Broken?
Did that come through at all?
Yes, it did.
I
It
don't know.
did.
Yeah, we heard all of it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, RPG just ruined it with a joke. That's all.
Sorry.
Wait, did that come through at all? Did it not?
No, we heard everything, Goro. You're good.
Okay, but so he just says, well, at least you recognize impatience for the flaw that it is. It can take some time for mortals to understand that. And at least there are some dedicated to remembering their history. Very well.
So do I get my I-core?
You are acceptable. Okay, so
Okay.
everybody roll me a perception check, please.
Fell already though.
Fel already did, yes.
I think we all see him going for it.
Okay, so he has moved over, and all of you have a chance to react. What do you do?
I'll grab him by the scruff of the neck again. It's like, no,
Reflex!
please, no. I mean, yeah, I'll have to roll, since this is technically a grapple, I'll roll a CMB, I guess.
First, I want to ask Joe, is Wendell going to try to attempt to resist this grabbing?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, please make a grapple check.
Oh, boy. Roll does not have a high CMB, but since it's against Wendell, I guess it's reasonable I could actually succeed. 32 is not bad.
And I'm looking at my CMD.
Yeah.
It's 32.
I think that means that I succeed, because if you match AC, you hit.
Yep. Okay.
You see, before I kind of scrambles, like, no!
Should be able to use a reflex save.
I know how we can sort of break the tie. I blow one of my swifts to do my strength buff to like put some extra grip into the fingertips.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, shit.
And that boosts it up to a 35.
I could be an asshole
Well-
and pull a hero point.
I mean, if you want your character to die, then sure.
Well, no, see, it's still Stopbird. I've got plans for a Stopbird Icor.
Okay.
I'll let it go.
Your
I'll let
alignment
it
is
go.
now pure chaotic evil. I don't care that you are stopped.
Okay.
I'm that's his tipping point.
I'll take it.
Like, Wendell, you do realize that even if you hit an enemy with that, they would just become possessed by the Icor, and we would have to fight it again, right?
Oh, I've got other plans for that.
You would also have to regularly make roll saves to not be possessed yourself.
Okay. Simon, do you have any fire left to just burn the inside of this vat? With your permission, Lord Zigak of the Seventh Facet.
I am generally very hesitant to damage samples, but in this case, yes, please. Normally, I would be appalled by this very thought. Oh God, get rid of him.
Alright, everyone stand back. I'm making sure no one touches this thing ever again. And Fel
Yeah, he tosses it.
Fel is going to cast her Morning Sun spell.
Oh God.
What is this?
Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine.
Nice. He create the sun. Okay.
Morning Sun, it deals 10d6 fire damage in its spot every round for 17 minutes.
Huh.
Oh gosh. What?
Listen. That's something Burl would have been able to possibly cast if he had stayed on the druidic path.
That's interesting.
Are you sure you don't
Honestly,
wanna-
that's also that. I'm kind of surprised. I guess because it's a level 7 spell, it does seem like something that would be fitting for a Yomide follower to use too, or possibly
Dang,
Serenray.
It deals 10d6 points of fire damage to anything it touches and anything that passes within 5 feet. It lasts for minutes per level.
Holy crap.
So that's
Okay.
just baking the inside of the vat. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like Simon's about to get out his bombs, and then she just poof, it does a yeah, that'll work.
Burl's like kind of looking at this like, I think we might have between all of us have a little too much firepower.
So that says,
Maybe we
I
need to
can
branch
travel.
out into, I don't know, ice, water, acid.
Oh, I've got some ice too. But this thing really needs to burn.
Xeric rolls his eyes, mortals. I guess he has insect eyes, so they don't roll really, but he kind of just like rolls his head a bit, I guess.
I feel like maybe he'd at least be somewhat amused by us creating a miniature sun inside the vat to bake it.
It's more like it's so overkill.
No, it's an autoclave. It's an autoclave, is what it is.
Yeah.
Does it ding at the end when it's done baking?
Yes, it does.
And it's a freaking hot pocket that comes out.
Delicious and nutritious. Well, not nutritious, but certainly delicious.
As long as you can taste after you're done taking the first bite.
By the way, it's a complete non-point now, but was it a smart idea to tell Griff not to eat or bite the ooze man?
I
Or was
don't.
it a non-issue?
I don't think this one specifically has an ability like that. But so in this case specifically, no, but I've seen stuff like that. So I'd say in general it was a good idea, even if it didn't apply here.
Okay, I was curious, because I mean, it did seem like this thing possesses people if it gets inside them. Griff, don't eat it.
Yeah. No, that was a good call, I'd say. It didn't apply here, but it can't cover everything. I have seen stuff where it's like, if they hit with a natural attack, they can, bleed stuff into people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess with Goro's connection kind of crapping out on us, we'll be retiring early.
Yes, we will.
And it's a good enough stopping point. We can make our plans for what's about to come.
Yep.
Well, before we leave this area, Fel is definitely going to want to talk to the Peck that has the weird crystal lenses.
Oh, squinting Sebrinar. Yeah, okay, we can do that.
And I mean, hey, we get to go back to them and say, so, your boss is fine. He's just been very busy. I'm not going to say he got possessed by a moral Icor. I'm going to, for the sake of, we'll call it respect and, cordiality, not mention that. But just going to say, so he's been very busy with some experiments back there. But he is fine. He has provided us with some very helpful information. We are about to head out to go deal with some very pressing issues he made us aware of, and we will be returning here once our tasks are complete. But I believe Fel needed to ask you some questions.
Something I will mention on the way out, Arcturus cast the spell that applies the adamantine quality to Lightning Edge and attacked the wall again, and it still had almost no reaction.
Is this thing made of Drukite? Or what's it?
Metal.
Not Drukite. Oh gosh, what's that freaking Glaucite?
No, Glaucite is, I think, weaker than adamantine, since it's a combination of adamantine and iron.
Ah.
It is just a weird white stone that has never been seen on the material plane before.
Should I roll knowledge nature to actually identify this, or the properties, or is this just something so absurdly abnormal that a knowledge check wouldn't matter?
You can try to make a knowledge planes, yeah.
Cool. I've let's roll the third one. Well, I mean 26. It's a 26. It's you're not gonna break my heart if I don't recognize it. It's
no, but I was Simon could. Yeah.
Yeah, 29. So no.
29.
Oh, 31 for
Oh, Cassie. Okay. Cassie, yeah, I'd say you've heard stories of a mythical white, probably of a building in a tale that had this mythical white stone from the plane of Earth that is said to be nearly undefeatable. That has, how do I put this in story terms? 1,000 hit points per inch and a hardness of 28.
Oh, wow.
Per inch. And someone was said to have.
What did you say?
I'll put it in the Dungeon Turtle chat.
I got it.
Mythical white stone. All right.
And Simon's like,
Oh.
If the tech, if he gets if he is able to incorporate that into the robots, adamantine won't be able to do jack squat against them. And Arcturus is kind of a bit glib. He is definitely happy with this.
Says, I think I've heard of a. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about this, but reminds me of a story. Oh, such fanciful stories.
Yep.
How do you even refine that sort of stuff?
No clue, but Arcturus is definitely going to try to find out. If he can apply it to the robots somehow, it would basically make adamantine weapons worthless against them.
Imagine a an annihilator robot made out of that stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, Mechasaurus Rex! Get Spencer in on it.
Yeah.
Probably just for the outer shell or something, because there's no way.
Oh no,
I
yeah.
imagine that stone is very heavy too. How would you fashion it though? You need something that I mean, you need to hit it over and over again with a really strong weapon that would be able to at least stand up to some serious abuse.
Well, maybe it's magically shaped.
Yeah, it's still stone, so stone shape works.
I mean, that would technically work on the
Beam
robots
drill.
then, wouldn't it? They'd get like a will save or something, but
Yeah. Well, it depends on if it's like kind of mixed in together, it wouldn't do much. But it depends. It depends on how it's refined, because I mean, metal is rock that's been refined in a way.
I've always wondered that about druids, why they can't wear metal. Is it it's not the metal itself, but the act of refining it that's so bad?
Yeah, basically taking something out of nature and applying human and just messing around with it in an unnatural way.
Okay, so that's why leather is fine, but
Yeah. Another
I mean,
possibility is that there is actually some ancient story behind it where like some gods made a deal or got injured by something and that's infected druidic magic ever since.
God sort of like took an arrow to the knee. He's like, "Oh fuck this shit," and from that day forward, no druid could wear metal.
I actually think that is probably what happened here. That the source of druidic magic got injured or something or hurt by metal, and either by pride or by actual necessity, it doesn't work with metal anymore.
I mean, fair enough. There's a lot of different ways to spin that sort of thing. I just thought it was funny that technically metal comes from nature, so
Yeah.
it's so different from refining wood or leather.
And in the Chinese element system, metal beats wood.
Yes, but wood beats what? Water? Water beats fire, fire beats wind, wind beats metal? No, that doesn't sound right.
Wood beats earth, which beats water, which beats fire.
And fire beats metal.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense to me. Anyway, we went off on a tangent there.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything else official, really, so. Yeah, anything else I can think of doing, I'd need Squirrel in here at full function.
I imagine like we're getting ready to head out. We tell Gamma, it's like, all right, Gamma, so we need to go turn off like 3 big power switches. And once we're done with that, we're going to meet back here, and then we're going to go hit the Citadel and get your stuff back.
Not your stuff, my stuff!
I said your stuff. We're just going to help you
it's
get it
not
back.
Your stuff, it's my stuff!
We're going to help you.
Gamma's stuff?
No, not Gamma's stuff, my stuff.
My stuff.
My stuff.
He gets it. Points to Wendell.
My stuff.
Okay. Yeah. That's...
What did you say that guy's name was? Squinting Severnar?
Squinting Sebrinar, yeah. Sebrinar, yeah.
Well, y'all have a good evening.
All right, you're heading out. All right.
Yeah, see ya.
So I couldn't help notice that you've got some unique lenses there. Mind telling me what they're for?
Oh, what do you think they're for?
Well, usually they're used for seeing better.
Yes! That's what they're there for! I wasn't seeing very well, so I made stuff so I could see okay again.
Mind if I take a look through?
Certainly.
All right. So do these just act like normal, like eyeglasses?
Kind of. It's built for a PEX vision, so it doesn't really work for you. Right. It's clearly more than just a basic concave type thing. Because however PEX see, it is tied to crystals in some way. So there is an extra layer of refraction, I guess I'd say, that the crystals are able to do that glass would have a harder time with.
I see. So these must be attuned to your specific type of vision. You know, I am something of a lens maker myself.
Oh, are you, huh?
These are what I've been using. And she hands over her glasses. I don't know if they'll work at all for you, for your sight.
Oh, my eyes! They're trying to blind me, woman!
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, if you look through the crystals, it probably gives you a... Well, normally, it would give a normal person a headache, but your perceptiveness is so crazy, you probably just have fun with it. Yeah, it just like it distorts things. How would it work? I'd say it's the different focusing thing, but there's also kind of like a repeated, like an almost repeated pattern to the crystals. That is kind of like everything's bending to the right and to the left every so few, like every interval or so.
So these don't look like they're processed glass, or are these just slices of crystal?
Uh, Let me pull up his thing again.
We just insert the crystal straight into our eyes.
Yeah. Well, no, you got to find the right one. Actually, no. Here's what it is. Well, we process it by growing it.
Growing the crystal.
Yes, we grow the. Some crystals are grown specifically for glasses like this, and that's what these are.
So is that like mostly quartz, or does that have some sodium nitrate in it? This is like me being overly smart as Burl. I'm sorry.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know what humans call it. We call it Gorperker.
Oh, just like the time telling, right?
Yes, haha! My answer to everything. It's another language, so I can call it what I want.
You said you grow the crystals. Is this through a natural process or some kind of magic?
Both. We use magic to accelerate and shape a natural process.
Makes sense to me.
Is this magic unique to PAX?
I don't. I don't know how your magic works.
Well, do you know if anyone other than PAX used this magic?
Let me check a couple things.
By the way, should we roll like a spellcraft check on that pearl or whatever that Master Ziga gave us?
Yeah, sure. You identify it as a Pearl of Power level 7.
Oh my fuck. Well, that's a thing.
Just a bit of trash he found in his pocket that he doesn't need.
Gosh. Well,
so if Fel had that, she can do another casting of heal or something like that.
yeah, so the question is whether or not we could come up with something comparable on the way over there.
Of equivalent value.
Yeah. Yes,
So it has a Pearl of Power level 1.
I'm just going to tell you, it's a gold thing. If it's a crystal or a gem, it is more effective, but it still has to reach a certain value.
Yeah, I mean, how much even is that? Hold on. We've never really dealt with pearls of power at this level.
It's square of the level, so 49. Okay.
My God. That's insane. Wait, hold on. What the shit? There is a 70,000 one that just says 2 spells. Doesn't say what level though.
I say, well, I've heard of some Shaitans that have similar magic, but it is a bit of an expertise of us, I'd say.
Okay. No, it's in the description. The 2 spell variant, you get 2 spell slots back, but they can be different levels, but they can only be 6th or lower.
Gotcha.
That's still a really cool item.
Which is why it's about double a 6th level pearl.
Yeah. Yep. It makes sense, but
it's also versatile, where it doesn't have
okay,
to be
yeah, no, that's it. Each of a different level, 6th or lower, so you can't recover 2 level 6s. But yeah, it's still cool. But yeah, gosh. Yeah, like here's if we can't find something of equivalent value to hand over by the time we get there, we'll use the level 7 Pearl of Power. Otherwise,
Yeah, if it's a gem or a crystal, it could probably be maybe. I would say you would have gotten this info from him probably. Maybe 30k of gems or crystals, or double that of something else.
well, let's go pulling through our sheets and see what we have. Don't think we'll be able to match it, but it's a fun thought.
Vel could use her rod and just start looking for crystal veins.
That would work.
We are on a time limit, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll have to calculate travel time and everything like that, because the remaining time will double after you fix the Nexus. So if it takes like 4 hours to get there, then it'll get to 40 hours, and like 4 hours to the next one, then it'll be 36 changed to 72, stuff like that.
Yeah, so we're racing against the clock. I have a feeling that it's just not worth our effort, but it's a fun thought.